Hello, my beautiful friends. So in today's video, we're going to take it easy and just start getting back into the routine of working out, into the routine of doing Pilates. Now, we are not going to set our goal as exercising all the time and having this beautiful body. That is not the goal. We are just incorporating healthy movement into the bigger picture that is our life. And Pilates or exercise is not going to be a cornerstone species of our life diagram. This is going to just complement everything else. It's going to complement our healthy lifestyles, right? Our lifestyles that are free of addiction, our lifestyles that are where we eat healthy, where we nourish our bodies, where we nourish our minds, where we nourish our souls. And Pilates is going to be like the piece of that puzzle, right? That will complete that puzzle. All right. Long story short, let's start exercising. We're gonna go easy, we're gonna go slow. Of course, please, as I mentioned in the last video in the introduction to this course, talk to your health practitioner before you start any of this. Make sure this is safe for you, okay? I am doing what's safe for my body. Hopefully someone else out there in the internet land will find that our bodies work fairly similar and you are enjoying, safely enjoying this same routines. And let's get over here to the mat. I don't have a mat, I don't need one because there is a carpet, but I recommend that you use a mat and a thicker one. So yoga mats are thin, Pilates mats are thick. We're going to start whatever you are on all fours. So we are aligning our palms, our wrists right under the shoulders, shoulder distance apart. We are aligning our, let me see if I'm, yes, centered. We're aligning our knees right underneath the hips and creating this nice flat tabletop with our back. Now we're going to start bending our back to stretch it, to warm it up before the exercise. We're going to flex, turn into cat, look at the belly button, and then we're going to extend. Open the chest, keep the shoulders down, make sure you're not sinking here like this. Your shoulder blades are wide, your shoulders are away from the ears, and then let's go again. Exhale, flex the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend without losing that position with the shoulders. And extend. And again, round the back. And open the chest. And round into cat, pull the belly button in. And now drop the belly, open the spine. One more time, exhale, up. And inhale, reverse. Into child's pose. Send your hips towards your heels, extend your arms forward, and bring your forehead onto the floor. Relax here. Take a few deep breaths in. And exhales out. Now, we're going to gently walk our arms, our hands, to the right side and feel the stretch on the left side and breathe into it. You should feel a good stretch in your left arm, the left side of your body, if you are turning to the right. And this is a side bend, very passive. We're going to go to the left side, pass through the center, and go as far as you can, as far as it is comfortable, and then walk your fingertips a little bit higher up to feel a deeper stretch. And breathe into your right lung now as the right side of your body is stretching. In Pilates, there is such a thing as one lung breathing. when we focus on expanding just one lung. So this is the proper exercise to expand the right lung right now. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and bring yourself back to the center and all the way up. Let's bring our shoulders up to the ears and drop them. Up towards the ears and drop them. One more time and drop them. Now let's circle the shoulders. We're going to go forward, up, backwards, and down. Forward, up, backward, down. Forward, lift, out, down. Let's reverse. 3 circles the opposite way. Shoulders go back, the chest will open up. Bring the shoulders up as high as you can. Bring them forward, drop them down. Open them, lift them up. Bring the shoulders forward, drop them down. Bring the shoulders back. Lift the shoulders up towards the ears, to the front, and drop and release. Let's just release the tension that was just created in our shoulder blades and the tops of our shoulders, which is our trapezius muscle. And make sure that we don't hold that tension. Disconnect from that tension. That is what we're trying to avoid when we exercise. We always try to keep our shoulders down, our ribs closed through the front, our bellies tight. Now, I don't want to stress the ribs closed through the front and the bellies as tight as possible just yet. For now, in this class, let's focus on having our shoulders down. Another exercise that can help you connect to your shoulders is sternum drop. Let's do the sternum drop together. Let's come back to all fours before we go into our hundreds and going further. We're going to align into a quick tabletop again with our wrists right underneath the shoulders, our knees right underneath the hips, our belly slightly pulled in. Don't create too much tension there. And now we're going to bring the shoulders down and now bring them up towards the ears. Actually, I think the better way to explain it would be to bring your shoulder blades away from each other, slide them down, make your back wide, and then bring your shoulder blades towards each other in the middle of the spine. Try to touch them together. This will drop you like this. And now lift back up, and now drop your sternum. So this bone in the middle is called a sternum bone. And we're gonna try to lift it away from the carpet or wherever you are, and then bring it back down to the floor. Lift it away from the floor, bring it back down to the floor. But the way this movement is achieved is by you bringing your shoulder blades together and bringing your shoulder blades away from each other, warming up the muscles, the shoulder muscles here. Let's do one more time. Lift up, lower down, lift up, and back into child's pose. And relax for just a moment. Take a deep breath. When you're taking breaths in your child's pose, try to, for the lungs to expand all the way to the back. So try to expand your lungs laterally, but also posteriorly. So it's a posterior lateral breath, right? You're gonna go and try to go, create a big bubble there. Let's do it again. When you exhale, exhale fully out. Inhale, exhale out. All right, enough of that. We're going to go onto our backs and begin the regular Pilates mat routine, which consists of 34 exercises, classical exercises. The order is pretty much the same in a classical way. Sometimes I will change that order depending on how I feel and what my body is telling me to do. So we're not going to be very strict with that. But today, let's just see where it takes us. We are going to start with the 100, but a modified version of the 100, which is the first exercise always in any mat routine because it prepares your body, it warms it up, and it connects you to your core, and it also prepares you through breath for the rest of the workout. The blood begins to circulate, body warms up quick, and then you're not stiff when you're doing the rest of the exercises. All right, let's prepare for the 100. I don't like this exercise, but I do it and it works. So we're going to do it. We're never going to skip it. It's one of the most important ones here, although all are important. But the basics for this are important for us to know how to engage in the core. So we're going to start lying on our backs with our arms by the sides, just like this, and our feet hip distance apart, knees bent. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up, make sure the back stays wide, make sure the belly button is slightly pulled inwards and upwards. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhale, lift your sternum up. Bring your arms parallel to the floor, and you stop right at the tip of your shoulder blade here, so creating a beautiful C shape here. Try to keep your ribs closed. Don't worry too much about that. What I want you to do is to engage through the stomach and through the pelvic floor here, and then lower everything down. Now turn your head side to side. Anytime I speak for too long and you feel like you need to stop and lay down, please don't hesitate and take a break while I'm in the position and directing on how to perform that specific exercise. I don't want you to be holding, tensing up your shoulders. Let's do this one again. Let's plant our feet into the floor, pull the belly in, squeeze the pelvic floor just a little bit. Inhale, exhale, lift through the sternum, creating a C shape, lifting to the tip of the shoulder blades. It's an arch. And then your gaze, you're gonna look somewhere just above the knees. Some people look at the belly button. I don't like my gazing there. I like doing this. And then slowly lower everything down. Notice all the tension in your upper trapezius muscle and in your neck muscles. If you have any neck injuries, as I said, this is not an exercise for you. You need special modifications. If you have any issues at all, please go ahead and talk to your provider first about following me or not. Okay, we're gonna do one more time. We're gonna add the flopping of the hands here. And this is what is going to create that motion of pumping the blood. So let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift up into our beautiful C shape here. And now we're gonna flap the arms, pump the arms just like this, starting from the shoulder. So it's a straight arm. We're staying engaged through the stomach by pulling our belly button in and up. And we're bringing the hands up and down as if we're fanning off the hips. Hold it here. And lower down. Now, the 100 exercise is much more complex than this, but we're gonna get back to it next time because I think this is quite enough tension for us for today in our neck and shoulder region. So the next exercise after 100, we're going to go into our roll up. We're going to bring our legs down, so our knees are straight. Let's bring our arms up, and you're going to find yourself in this extended position. If you're tippy-toeing and standing up and reaching For the ceiling, stretch yourself here. This should feel amazing. Don't worry about keeping your rib cage closed. Don't worry about not extending your back. This is just a stretch. And enjoy the stretch. Don't worry about anything. Walk your arms. Try reaching one higher than the other, and then the other higher than the other, and you will feel an amazing stretch inside your tummy. I love this one because mostly I feel things move in my stomach. All that fascia that is not getting any movement is now moving. You can even hold on, create like this little triangle with your hands, hold on to one thumb with the other hand, and pull yourself even higher. Stretch yourself gently, even more. Point your toes, reach for the opposite wall with the toes, and take a few breaths. As you're taking the breaths, make sure that you visualize how this brand new oxygen is rushing into your tummy, and nothing is stale there anymore. Everything is moving and everything gets adequate oxygen supply. All right, we're going to now move to the actual exercise, and the exercise is our roll-up. So we're going to start in a relaxed position first, with our arms over the head, our legs, what are we gonna do with our legs? Let's flex them. So there is a pointed toe like this, there is a flexed toe like this. Should we flex them? Yeah, I think we should flex them here. You can actually connect the heels together and work in a turnout like this too. I've seen many classical people do that. It's a little bit harder to get up, I think, that way. So let's keep our feet parallel to each other, fist distance apart with the heels, and the feet are flexed. Now we're going to inhale, bring our arms up, and here we're going to close the front of the ribs. So we're gonna tighten up, wrap our rib cage tighter, right? Now we're gonna pull the belly in, scoop it. Pull the belly button inwards and upwards. And on the exhale, without lifting our shoulders, keeping our shoulders down, we're gonna lift into that C curve again. And then we're gonna scoop the belly button so hard without lifting the shoulders, and we're gonna continue lifting up. And this one is not gonna be for everyone. This one might be quite hard. If it is hard for you, I'll show you a modification for this one. Let's complete this exercise by peeling down, slowly returning back down, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders are down, arms are reaching forward, belly button is pulled in, and you return and arms go back up. In Pilates, every exercise is a full circle. So you will always get to, you'll have a starting position, the exercise, and then the ending position will always be where you started. So as a modification for this exercise, if lifting yourself up is not a possibility, roll onto your side. You're gonna do only half of the exercise. You're gonna roll onto your side after lowering down. You're gonna push yourself up in whichever graceful way possible, most graceful way possible. You're gonna sit up tall. You're going to reach forward, and then you're going to peel down. So the idea is to keep the abdominals engaged, to keep your shoulders down, to keep feet glued to the mattress, and slowly, with a round spine, slowly place one vertebra onto the carpet, the other vertebra onto the carpet, and then all of them, and then the head comes down, and then the arms go up and over the head. And we're gonna turn to the side, lift ourselves up, and sit back up, right? So this is a easier way to do this. And my feet are naturally pointing here. So maybe let's not flex the foot today. maybe let's allow the body to do what it wants to do. And I feel like the body wants to point the toe for this exercise today. So point round the spine, reach forward. Arms can reach forward any way you can for now, trying to reach past the toes. Later on in life, we will try to keep our shoulders down as we round the spine forward. But right now, this is not to worry about unless you're a professional. And then you're going to slowly roll everything down. The spine will not go straight here. Let's keep it round throughout the entire exercise. And arms reach up and over the head. Let's do a few more. So choose which way you're going to do it, whether you're going to do it with a modification or you're going to do the full exercise. So if you're doing the full exercise, follow me. If you're modifying, then just don't lift up, only go down and then roll on the side to help yourself to get up. Okay, we're going to start with an inhale. Actually, let's do inhale. Bring the arms up. I already exhaled, but on the exhale, we're gonna lift up into a C shape. Inhale, continue lifting. Exhale, find yourself reaching past the toes with your hands, shoulders down. And we're gonna keep the C shape, go back in space, and slowly lower our spine down, one vertebra at a time, onto the mat, keeping the tension in the tummy so that our upper traps don't take over in this exercise and our neck and upper back are relaxed. Arms and behind, reaching towards the wall in the back. Okay, we're gonna do an inhale. When you inhale, the spine becomes neutral, belly button pulls in. Exhale, C shape. Inhale, lift up. Try not to engage your upper traps. Reach forward and past the toes. And exhale back down. Don't worry about the breath for today. The reason I'm actually saying it is because your body will remember it right away. It's your mind is going to struggle. But let's just switch our arms up and down like this. One goes up, one goes down. As this happens, let's melt the body. Let's allow the body to just relax and stay in a relaxed state. As the arms are swimming, one comes up to the wall in the back, one comes down to the wall in the front. Fingertips are pointed. Add the breath of your choice to this one. From here, we're gonna bring the arms to the sides. We're gonna bend the arms at the elbows, and we're going to do the same thing. One goes down, one stays up. This is a shoulder rotation, and then you switch. So same thing, only your elbows are bent at 90 degrees now. And switch. And I hear clicking in my left shoulder and elbow. This is a little bit of a concern. I'm gonna go gentle. I'm gonna make sure to look into that. If you feel anything like that, make sure to look into that as well. Well, I haven't exercised in a long time, so some of these things are definitely in need of stretching. All right, we're going to stop with this exercise and move to the next exercise. This next one, I'm going to do on my own, just 3 times. Please do not follow this next one with me. I think she's gonna make sure you don't see it because this one actually adds a lot of pressure onto your spine. So just watch and know that one day we will learn how to do this. All right, let me just make sure that our baby here is maybe playing outside, honey, just so I can help everybody do their routine today fully correctly. Okay, let's go play outside. Come on, honey. Come on. Хорошо, пойдем, пойдем. I'll be right back. All right. Иди гуляй. Иди гуляй. Хорошая собака. Иди гуляй. Хорошая девочка. Хорошая. No, 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 no. Зайка, no. I need to exercise, honey. I need to exercise. No, no, иди, 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 иди. Go. Go, honey. Go, go. Go, go there, honey. Go. I can't. I have to exercise, babe. All right. All right. So I'm going to figure out what to do with our beautiful Aura here. This is her house. I'm her guest. So whatever she says goes, right? But I'm going to continue in just a little bit. Please go ahead and have a sip of water, a tiny sip, not to fill up your stomach too much. And we're gonna get right back to our first ever getting back to Pilates routine. She just wants to be loved. I know, honey, I know. All right, guys, no, иди, зайка. All right, it doesn't seem like Aura wants to do anything but hang out with me, so I'm going to continue the exercises with her by my side. We are going to do the next exercise. I'm just going to show you how the how all the sequences go with all the 34 exercises in Pilates, but I don't want you to do this one yet. This is a more advanced exercise. A lot of people think that it shouldn't have even been the third exercise in the series because it is such an advanced exercise. Your body is not yet warmed up for this one, but because I've been doing this forever, I find I have confidence in myself and my body to like and enjoy this exercise. So this is coming right after our roll up. It's going to be a roll over. So we're gonna start on our backs. Please don't repeat after me this one yet. We're gonna do it later. Just watch and observe and know that this is something you're going to have to learn later on in this in our classes. All right, we stopped over here, and every exercise in Pilates, it kind of transitions. One exercise transitions into the other beautifully, right? So when we learn all of the exercises, we can just flow through all 34 without stopping, without changing body positions. It just like one is connected into the other. It's one big aura of exercise, sphere of exercise. Now for this one, I'm going to start by bending my knees and bringing my heels towards my glutes, towards my sits bones. I'm going to make sure that my ribs are closed through the front for as much as I can do it after not exercising for a year, and that my belly button pulls my belly in and up. I'm going to then lift my legs into tabletop. I'm going to then lift my legs all the way up. And now from here, today, I'm going to help myself with the arms a little bit, but I'm going to bring the legs up and over the head without rolling onto my neck and shoulder and head. So I am here with my legs parallel to the floor, hopefully. Hopefully they're not going down, although they can. It's a good stretch there. We're going to open the legs, flex the feet, and then keeping the knees as close to the chest as possible and without lifting the shoulders, we're going to peel down through the spine slowly until the tailbone touches the floor. Here the legs come together. Now the toes point, ribs are closed through the front, legs go down a tad, legs swing up and go up and over the head. Here, adjust your shoulders, make sure you're not rolling onto your neck, onto your cervical spine here. Open your legs, shoulder distance, flex your feet, and now bring your spine down one vertebra at a time with your legs as close to the body as possible. And bring the legs together, point the toes. This is going to be the exercise that we will learn at the very, very end of many, many classes. And that exercise has also the reverse version of it, where you open the legs first, bring them up and over the head, connect them together, then bring them down. And as you bring them down, it will look something like this. And then one leg will go down, the other leg will stay up for leg circles. Now let's talk. The leg circles, as I'm extending my leg up so much, I'm already feeling a ton of tension in my quad. So I am not going to do a straight leg circle today. I'm gonna keep my leg in a turnout. I'm gonna keep the knee bent, and I'm gonna do my circles this way, making sure that all of the tension is transferred equally between all the muscles, between my inner and outer thigh, and between the front and the back thigh. So keep your foot in a turnout, point the toe, and then we're gonna go across the body first. And we're gonna make small circles, drawing small circles on the ceiling. And now let's connect to our tummy. Let's connect to our inner unit, our core that is here, that is all here. And let's make sure that we're circling from the core, that it's not anything else in our body that is moving that leg, but all the power comes from the core. We're gonna do 5 circles one way, 5 circles the other way. Make sure not to arch your spine, keep your back neutral. 3 and 4 and 5, and lower the foot down. Let's take a quick stretch. Open this leg to the side, bend the knee. You can just open it this way. Don't. That kind of twists your back a lot. Let's just keep the knee bent, maybe bend the other knee, and let's hang out in this butterfly-like position for a little while. Taking the tension away from the muscles. We don't want them to tense up. We want to keep them as relaxed as possible. Most of the work happens here and happens between us connecting all these muscle units together and working in harmony with one another. All right, we're going to now bend the left leg, turn it out. Turn out means like you bring the heel towards the center and the toes pointed away. You're going to turn out from the hip. The hip is the place where you create the turnout. Lift the leg up, keep your knee bent if you want. You can, by the way, you can bend the standing leg too. It's going to take the exercise away from the core a little bit, but if today that's how you feel, you can do that. And that way you're not arching your spine here. All right, I'm gonna keep my right leg extended. My left leg is lifting up. We're gonna go across the body, down, around, and up. Across, down, around, and up. Across, circle, back to the center, and back to the center. I feel it in my hip. I feel it in my inner thigh because I'm gonna turn out. Let's do 5 circles in the opposite direction. And I'm trying my absolute best to connect my leg to my core, which is in my stomach, my pelvic floor, my diaphragm working together. So my inner unit. Let's do one more circle and slowly lower the foot down. Butterfly stretch one more time. Breathe here. And let's lift up. Now, I always lift up with our roll up from a position that is supine, where I'm on my back, where I'm on my spine. But you are welcome to roll to the side, lift yourself up, or you can do this. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale. Lift yourself all the way up. Find yourself in a seated position, and we're going to go into our rolling like a ball. I love this exercise. It's so much fun. Now, for rolling like a ball, this is the position we're looking at. We're looking to sit somewhere in between our sits bones. Go ahead and touch your butt and bring your hands onto the 2 bones that are there. Those are your sits bones. So we're gonna position ourselves in between our sits bones, trying not to sink through the spine, but to stay nice and lifted, especially in your lower back right here. And then we're going to lift our feet off the floor, grab hold of our shin bones with our hands, and create a round shape with our spine. Now, round doesn't mean that you need to sink through the lower back. What it means is you need to pull your belly button in so much that it rounds your lower back, which is, it's a relative understanding because your lower back is in extension always, but it creates that form that is continuous through your spine, basically. So you're not slouching here and then you round it here. You're just rounded all throughout, from your tailbone to the crown of the head. You're trying to create this bowl shape. And then in the beginning, it's going to be hard to find that place to balance, but we're going to do it. We're going to slowly do it. If it's hard for you today, we can do it another. You're going to get it throughout time, but try your best to do this with me. You're going to lift the feet off the floor, round through the spine, hold yourself up with your core by pulling your stomach in. You're holding yourself by creating this bowl shape, and then bringing your sits bones closer to one another, engaging your pelvic floor, lifting it off the floor, your pelvic floor, and then pulling the belly button in. So everything kind of gets tight and it holds you. This creates this nice stability for you in this shape. Then we're going to inhale, tip back, roll only to the shoulders, and exhale, lift up, and try not to touch the floor with our feet by creating that bowl shape and balancing ourselves with the strength of our core. We're going to do it again. We're going to inhale, exhale. Do not roll onto your head. Inhale, exhale. Hold the core. The core will hold the shape. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, allow yourself to come up. Roll up without touching the floor if possible. I know it's almost impossible on your first try. I didn't touch, I was touching the floor for a little while and then it comes. So let's continue doing it. Inhale, exhale, hold it. Inhale, exhale, hold it. And now we're gonna go into the next exercise. We're gonna transition straight from the ball shape into our single leg stretch. And we're going to extend our left leg long, bring the right knee towards our chin, towards our cheek. And here we are in the starting position for single leg stretch. It's a core exercise. It's all about what's holding you up here. Hopefully it's not your upper trapezius. If you need to rest here, take a rest for your head. Turn your head side to side. This should already become a regular thing for you to do today. Anytime we go into that C shape, if I'm talking and you're beginning to feel tension in the neck and the back, lower down, turn the head side to side, and then come back to me. Always lift by first bringing your chin to chest and then lifting your sternum up. From here, we're going to switch legs. We're gonna extend our right leg, pull the left knee into the chest, keeping the shape, keeping the belly button pulled in, and then switch again. And then switch. And then switch. Don't worry about the arms. Do however your body feels. Don't follow my arms just yet. Make sure that your C shape is lifted. You're lifted to the bottom, to the tip of your shoulder blades, to the bottom tip of the shoulder blade. And continue moving for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull in, pull both knees into the chest, slowly lower down, and let's take some knee circles here. Or you can just open up and hang out like this. Another cool stretch here is, it's hard to do it if you have your socks on, but you can hold on to the big toe and do the, I believe it's baby pose or something like that. But you're basically bringing your legs up, bending your knees, and allowing your spine to just go into a relaxed state here. And your legs, you can rock side to side. And this feels great. This feels great in your hip socket. In your inner thigh. Try to keep your tailbone down. And then let's bring the legs together. We're gonna do 2 more exercises here. Now, the full program will have 5 exercises. This is a series of 5 abdominal exercises, but we're gonna skip the very, very hard ones and keep it simple today and continue with our single straight leg stretch. So we're gonna come back up to the tip of our shoulder blades, bring our legs into a tabletop, which means that the knee is right over the hip here. Now, right leg will extend up, however much you can extend, and even if your knee is bent, that's all right. And then the left leg will extend out. Then you're going to walk both hands towards the shin of your right leg and bring this leg towards you. 1 and 2. You will feel a stretch here, but make sure that you're still engaging through your core unit. And then we're gonna quickly switch the legs and reach the bottom leg away from you, the top leg towards you. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Feel the stretch. 1, 2. You're gonna pull it towards you twice. 1, 2. Little pulse. And 1, 2. And 1, 2. And 1, 2. And let's bring the knees in towards the chest. Lower the spine down and take a break with the neck, releasing the tension in the neck and shoulders by turning the head side to side. Now our last exercise here will be, not for today, but just here, is going to be our crisscross, and that is a side oblique exercise. So if we were working our front abdominals in the previous 2, this one is going to work our side oblique abdominals. We're going to start by bringing our legs to tabletop. You can hold on behind your knee here lightly and then rise up into your beautiful C shape, your 100 shape, right? We used it in 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th exercise, I think, that we're using this 100 shape. Shoulders are down, the back is wide, abdominals are pulling in. Now from here, we're going to circle the arms around and now hold our head here a little bit, lightly touching, barely touching actually. Extend the right leg, turn your right elbow to the left knee, lift the body so it not twists, so you can feel the abdominals working. And then you're going to switch to the other side, opposite knee to opposite elbow. And then you're gonna switch, and then you're gonna switch, and then you're going to switch. This is why it's called crisscross. Keep pulling the belly button in. Switch. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the knees into your chest, lower down. I know you feel it. I feel it too. I like the feeling. Let's hang out here and allow the body to relax a little bit. Take a few deep breaths in, all the way to the tummy, right? I think our tummy right now, all it needs is oxygen, supply of oxygen to the muscles. So relax it fully and breathe into it. Breathe into the tummy. One more. Now I know I've supplied oxygen to those muscles, and we're going to go onto our bellies now. So we're skipping a couple of exercises here because I think we're almost done for today, and we're going to keep it short and sweet and simple. And we need to bring our body into extension since we've just done so much flexion there in the first part. We're going to lower ourselves down into the prone position. Our pubic bone will push into the carpet slightly, but push, making sure that it's not coming up like this and our back is not staying our abdomen, our core is disengaged in this way, and then there can be unnecessary pressure that is felt in our lower back. So for that, to avoid that unnecessary pressure, you're going to squeeze your sits bones lightly towards one another. You're going to press your pubic bone lightly into the carpet, and the arms will stay just by the sides like this with the palms facing up. And we're going to bring forehead towards the carpet. And from here, we're going to lift our shoulders up and off the floor. Lift our sternum up and reach with our arms towards our feet, and then slowly peel back down and lower down. So this is called rocket arms. This is a prerequisite, I forgot the word, to the swan, to the rocking swan, to the swimming. So let's practice this one for now. We're going to engage the core by pulling the belly button inwards and upwards, creating a little bit of tension in the belly area. Now press the pubic bone down, squeeze the sits bones together. Now from here, we're going to lift our head, then lift our chest, continue lifting and elongating. So you're reaching the crown of your head away from the toes. The toes and the crown are reaching in opposite direction, so that you're not only lifting, but you're also stretching here. You're not compressing here. And then slowly lower back down. You can move your head to the side here if you want to relax a little bit, or keep your forehead facing forward. And let's do a few more here. We're going to inhale, lift the chest, hold it here. Keep reaching with the fingertips towards the toes. Keep reaching the crown of the head away from the rest of the body, stretching the back, and then slowly peel all the way back down. One more here, one last one. We're going to inhale, lift, hold, exhale, lower back down. Bring your arms just by your head, by your face right here, palms open, and we're gonna try our swan. Now the idea for the swan is to go all the way to straight arm and back extension. It is quite challenging to do for the beginners, so the arms are supposed to be under the shoulders for this one, but it's okay if you bring them a little bit higher up, just to try to extend them all the way and to see how that feels for you. And from here, we're going to first relax. Then we're going to bring the sits bones towards one another, push the feet into the mat, keep the feet on the mat always. The legs are engaged, the entire body is engaged. And then you're going to slowly lift your chest, lift your sternum, lift all the way down to your belly. Lift your belly button, but don't lift your pubic bone off the mat. And try not to shorten your lower back. Try to reach up and out, stretch it, open your chest. Maybe go to straight arm. Try not to sink through your shoulders here. Keep your shoulder blades wide. And this is your swan. From here, we're going to slowly descend. Belly button, chest, sternum, and nose and forehead. Well, let's do one more like this. The legs can be far apart or close together. All depends on how your lower back feels. The further, the easier on your lower back. The closer in, the more challenging it gets. So I usually do hip width apart to begin with, and then I will change it as I feel that my lower back has warmed up and it is safe to bring the legs closer together, the feet closer together. Let's do one more swan. Let's engage first, right? Before we lift, we always engage the core unit. Push the pubic bone into the mat, squeeze the sits bones, engage the pelvic floor, and then pull your belly button inwards and upwards. And now lift yourself up, bring your heart forward, stretch your feet, Make sure they're pressing down into the ground. And then slowly peel all the way down. This should feel good. If you feel pain, then don't go as high. You can always go halfway. If you're getting cramps, take your time. Work out that foot or the leg that's getting a cramp, and then catch up with us after. All right, engage. We're gonna bring the seat together. We're going to begin to lift away from the mat. The arms are straight, elbows are soft, heart reaches forward, toes are pressing down into the mat. The glutes are engaged. Pubic bone is on the floor. And then slowly lower back down. We're going to bring the arms a little bit closer towards our chest. Lift up and into child's pose. Quick, smooth transition into a rest pose for our lower back, for our spine. This should feel good. You can have your arms up. You can have your arms down, whatever feels good to you right now. Take a deep breath in into your lateral and posterior rib cage, meaning to the back and into the sides of your body. Filling up your lungs and expanding the rib cage in all directions. And now from here, we're going to do one more exercise and then be done. So in Pilates, we're always trying to take the spine into every direction that it can possibly go within one class, right? So there is no such thing as leg day, arm day, this day, that day. It's always full body movement. And it is one of Pilates' principles, actually, full body movement, balanced muscle development, and that applies to every day, not to the routine as a whole. We're going to talk about Pilates principles and learn what they are later, but for now, let's do one last tiny little exercise. We're going to go super easy on our shoulders today, but we're going to start by sitting. Let's start by kneeling. Now we're gonna sit onto our heels, then bring our arm to the hand to the side, and then bring the hips down to the side. And from here, we're gonna bring the arm slightly away from the shoulder. Keep the elbow nice and soft. The non-working arm can just chill on top of the, for me it's the left thigh, for you it might be the right thigh. And now we're going to bring the shoulder towards the ear and then push away from the shoulder. Bring the shoulder towards the ear and press away from the shoulder. One more time. Bring the shoulder towards the ear and move it away from the shoulder. Actually, let's do 2 more times. I don't know why I said 1 time. And away, and in, and away. And now we're gonna try to do a what is called a twist. It's a complex exercise. If you feel like your shoulders are unhealthy or your wrists are hurting, do not do it. Do not attempt this one. But I'm going to do a few. You can follow me. You can sit this one out. It feels good to me. So we're sitting with our knees stacked, our hips stacked one on top of the other. So one is not in rotation like this, right? Our shoulders are stacked. Our hips are stacked one on top of the other, our knees are stacked one on top of the other, but our feet are apart, right? One is not on top of the other. That's an advanced way of doing it. We're gonna split the feet and we're gonna use the edges of our feet to push off of. So this way we're not pressing away from the mat with only our wrist or our palm. It's all in our core. It's all in our side muscles here, and then the weight should be distributed equally between your feet and your arm. Make sure you're not putting any tension in your wrist, right? Make sure that you're not sinking into your shoulder, but pressing away from it. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to sit like this first. This is going to be our starting position. Then we'll open our knee And the hand choreography, you can add that later, but it's kind of like a tease. You open and close. You open, turn to look at the palm of the non-working hand, and then you close the knee and the palm presses down. We're gonna look, open, notice that my neck is turning to look at the palm, and then we're closing again. We're gonna add on, open. Now we're gonna step into this feet, and step into your left foot and be on the edge of your right foot here, and then press away. Your hips come up from the mat, but you're gonna keep your right shin bone on the mat and look at the palm of the hand and create a rainbow over your head. And then look down, I'm a little misaligned, look down onto your working hand, and then bring the arm back onto the knee, and then lower everything down and close it again. Let's repeat. So this is a modified twist. It's not a full twist yet because we're keeping our right shin, maybe a left shin for you on the ground, and only lifting the hips. Let's do it again. We're gonna open the knees. We're gonna look at the left palm. We're going to shoot the hips forward and up, and the arm will come up, come up, come up. Let me see, hold on, somebody came. All right, so there were some people, I don't know who they were, driving by the house. Ora, I need to finish the seated twist. No, not seated twist, just the twist. Seated twist is a different exercise. Ora, I need to focus, honey. All right, we're gonna do that thing on the other side. We're gonna do a modified twist, the beginner twist. So we're gonna stack our hips, or no. We're gonna stack our hips. First, let's stand on our knees just like this, right? Sorry, I'm just being so distracted. But we're gonna start on our knees. We're gonna then send our left hip towards the floor, position it on the floor. Let's have our knees slightly extended, but stacked. And then our hips are one on top of the other, so no rotation here of the hips. And the arm is in line with the hips. So the hand, the wrist is in line with the hip. The abdominals are pulling in. The shoulder is moving away from the ear. We're gonna start just like this. And then bring our shoulder up to the ear, and then move it away from the ear, and bring the shoulder up to the ear, sink into the shoulder, and then push away, press away. This is a good place to, no, ora, no. And this is a good place to connect to your wrist, to your palm. Make sure you're not putting any pressure on your wrist. It's all distributed in your palm, in your fingertips. I like to, some people go like this, they open up their fingers. Continue doing the exercise as I'm talking. And some people like to keep the fingertips together. This is me. I like, having this shape. It feels safer for some reason. I feel more confident. I feel like the energy is directed. It's not split like that. I don't know why. All right, so now we're gonna move forward and add a little bit of choreography to this one. And we're going to open our right knee, look at the right palm, and then close the knee, and the palm also twists. It's like the palm is opening the knee and then rotates and opens, and then the knee lowers down and the palm closes as well. So it opens into a supine position, like, oh, give me some soup, right? Supine, and then into prone position with the palm. Make sure that while that is happening, you're not sinking into your shoulder like I almost just did. Stay out and away from the shoulder. Keep the elbow soft. Let's do a couple more. Look at the palm, close the palm. Look and close. Now let's add the lift of the hips. We're gonna open. We're going to step into our right foot. Press away from our left palm. Send our hips forward, just like this, keeping our right foot and right shin on the floor, and the right arm comes up and over, And you turn your head here, make sure you are straight in a straight line, that your hand is right under your shoulder, and then create the arc backwards, bring the palm onto the knee, lower the hip down, close the knees, turn the palm. And one more time. We're gonna open the knees, supinate the hand. We're gonna shoot the hips forward, stepping into the foot here, pressing away from the shoulder and arm, so there's no pressure here. And then the right hand will make a circle. We will always look at the fingers as the fingertips reach down. We're gonna look at the standing hand. And then again, return everything back to the starting position. Lower the hips, close the knees, and we are done. All right, guys, I am happy to be back. This is just a small part of the entire Pilates mat routine. We're going slow. We're going to go over many different exercises. We're going to slowly learn all 34. Sometimes just watch. When I tell you to watch, please do not attempt to do them unless you're a professional, unless you've been doing Pilates for a very long time, then of course, by all means, go ahead. But I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to have you enjoy the classes, and I will have more and more coming out as I can, because sometimes I travel and I'm in the forest, and a lot of times I'm looking for a place to exercise, but there's no flat surface for me to do anything. So sometimes we'll skip a little bit, and maybe those days I will encourage you to get out and go onto a hike. Find a place somewhere near you that is attractive to you, that makes you feel some sort of good way, like Mount Shasta makes me feel. And that's why I'm here in this Trinity Forest, because it makes me feel alive. And the days that I don't exercise, I'm out there on the forest floor, digging through the duff, looking for mushrooms, and I consider that the most amazing exercise. Forest bathing and moving, just moving because you enjoy moving. All right, everyone, thank you and goodbye.